If you believe in American capitalism, you should be worried about Donald Trump being elected.
Joining us now, Fox News contributor and The Truth with Lisa Boothe, podcast host Lisa Boothe, host of the Ben Ferguson Show and co-host of Verdict with Ted Cruz, Ben Ferguson, and Trump legal surrogate, attorney, and Republican political strategist, Mehek Cooke. Great to see all three of you. Ben, to you first. Joe Scarborough must think that wealth confiscation is capitalism if he's getting behind Kamala Harris, because she announced today, you're only going to get a 33% capital gains tax rate under me, which would be a wild increase of 10 percentage points. It would be the highest since, 1978, maybe. So I'm going to tax wealth creation. I'm going to tax capital appreciation. I want to make sure there's less money available for small businesses to start up.
Yeah. Look, if you're going to go with a slogan for Kamala Harris's campaign, it's basically this: I'm going to help you at the beginning and then screw you for the rest of your life if you start a business under my administration. And the part that's so laughable about this is she says we're not going back. I want to understand the context of that, because when Donald Trump and Republicans tried to do this, Democrats said no to it. And not only did they say no to it, only 31 of them has supported and advocated for small businesses when they were just trying to give them $20,000, right, that they could use for their businesses without having to worry about taxes on it. And Democrats in the Senate refused to ever allow it to a vote. So are we going back to that? Or are we not going back to that? I'm confused on what their plan is. Is it we're going to screw you now and then screw you later? Or we're just going to keep screwing you like we did last time and have a proposal that we're never going to allow anyone to ever vote on? This is the problem with her campaign. She hears something that Donald Trump said that was popular, and then she decides to go with it. I mean, hell, last week, am I wrong? Did she not say she's now in favor of building the wall, which she said she was never going to allow to be built? Who is this woman?
Yeah, Lisa, here's what I think is happening here. This message is for non-business owners. We all like to love small businesses, and the non-small business owners are going to be like, that's a great message, Kamala. But every small business owner who hears that message is like, bogus. That's not going to happen, because she's done everything she could to fight us, to stymie us, to punish us with her regulations and taxes. Lisa.
Well, exactly. We've already seen what her economic plan is, because we've had to witness it for the past 3.5 years. And to Ben's point about the confusion, that's what she's trying to do. The confusion is intentional. She's hoping to skate by with this ambiguity until November 5th and hope that the media comes in and runs interference on her behalf, which they already have. But look, the American economy, the American dream has been on life support under Joe Biden. Overall prices are up by 20%. Americans are maxed out financially on credit card debts. They're trying to pay groceries on credit cards. Americans are suffering. The economy, inflation, top issues for Americans. And if you're watching at home, are you willing to gamble your livelihood on Kamala Harris? The fact that she's trying to now moderate herself, despite the fact that even just last week she says she stands by her values. We know those values are that she's a raging liberal, and her own economic policies are getting trashed by her surrogates. I mean, Representative Ro Khanna was on CNBC earlier today trashing her desire to tax unrealized gains, also the price controls that she wanted to do, slammed by even liberals in the media. So if you think, it's been bad under the Biden-Harris administration when she's been the co-captain, the co-pilot, what do you think is going to happen when she's the pilot?
Mehek,
she's going to destroy this economy.
Yep. Mehek, Ro Khanna was trashing it because he is from Silicon Valley, and liberals in Silicon Valley know that this is that tax on unrealized capital gains, they can dismiss it and say, oh, it's only for really rich people. It is an existential threat to the creation economy, to the innovation economy. And once it begins, it is the death of the United States as we know it.
Well, it's the death of capitalism. We have to start thinking about what the economy stands for. It's the American dream. It's the opportunity to achieve. but now Kamala Harris is talking about taxing unrealized gains. What if we have losses tomorrow? Are we suddenly going to get reimbursements for those losses? She's not actually critically thinking. And I'll tell you, I'm a small business owner and attorney. There are so many small businesses that have been crushed under Kamala Harris's policies. So for her to come out and roll out this plan to give $50,000, do you know how much that's going to cost us? That's going to cost the American taxpayers $20 billion in the next 10 years. We can't afford that, and she's not listening. What we want is less regulation.
Yes.
Kamala Harris needs to back off and back down so we can survive and thrive. She hasn't gotten the memo, and she continues to throw these policies. Exactly.
No doubt. All right, let's shift gears to this because jury selection in Hunter Biden's tax case begins tomorrow. He's accused of withholding at least $1.4 million in taxes while he was strung out on coke. So I guess the big guy isn't talking about his son when he demands the wealthy pay their fair share.
All Americans deserve a future worthy of their dreams. And that future we're building today to let people know we can do anything in America. We really can. And we can afford to do it. Instead of giving billion-dollar tax, trillion-dollar tax cuts to the super wealthy, let them start paying their fair share.
So, Ben, I think the real message here is, here's the deal. If you're a family member or a friend or a donor to Joe Biden, listen, you're going to be fine not paying taxes, but you're someone who didn't support me or vote for me, a Republican, maybe in flyover country, you are going to pay and the IRS is going to come for you, by the way, not my son, Hunter Biden.
Yeah, there's nothing better than watching Joe Biden talk from the fake White House, as you saw there on the fake set at the EEOB. That's number one. Number two, I love that Democrats are now joining Republicans. When you watch Joe Biden, as I have for the last 3 years, you basically just look at your TV and you're like, what is this guy even talking about? And now they're with us. So that's an enjoyable moment. But I also laugh now at this idea that anyone is paying attention to the corruption of Joe Biden and his family. They're like, oh, we already got rid of him. Like, we had a coup. He's gone. Doesn't matter. The media doesn't cover this. The fact is, it's a big deal. And you have a president's son who didn't pay his fair share. And it should be a campaign talking point. It should be something that Trump mentions regularly, that this is a party, because it's bigger than Biden. This is a party that says, you do what I tell you to do, and I don't have to do it. You guys, we'll tell you you can't have a private jet and you must have a green car, but we'll take our SUVs if we're rich. We'll fly in our private jets, and you must pay your fair share. But we and our family members, we can get hooked up with deals in Romania and China and Russia, and none of it really matters. And that is why this should be a campaign issue, and they need to focus on it, especially during the debate with Kamala Harris about, hey, is it really fair, the system we have right now? You guys seem to always get the good end of the deal, and you're always pushing down Americans.
Kamala Harris was anointed with not a vote, Lisa.
I know. It just goes to show you the point that Democrats don't believe. They're the biggest hypocrites, right? They don't believe any of the things that they preach. They proclaim to care about democracy, and they installed Kamala Harris. But Joe Biden is one of the luckiest guys in America because the House Judiciary Committee found that the Biden family's made something like $27 million from foreign business dealings, that Joe Biden was the beneficiary of a lot of that he greased the wheels on a lot of that with dinners, with phone calls, with flying Hunter Biden on Air Force Two, shaking hands. I don't know if he kissed babies, but you get the gist of it. And we also know that whistleblowers came forward and said that the Department of Justice thwarted attempts to follow any lines of investigation to Joe Biden on those business dealings. And also Hunter Biden's lucky because Weiss let these statutes of limitations run up on the Burisma money. And we know that he's only facing these charges in this trial because of brave whistleblowers and the fact that a federal judge blew up that sweetheart deal in Delaware. So they're already lucky, despite the fact that Hunter Biden's about to face this trial.
Yeah, we have to run. Mehek, we'll have more time next time to get a first response from you. But Lisa, Ben, Mehek, thank you all for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.